Baby, we gotta talk about what went down in the Grammys last night because, Drake just might want to stay in Australia a little bit more. Y'all, that wasn't an award show, that was a public execution. Kendrick swept the Grammys, 5 Grammys. But on top of that, do you know that the whole audience screamed out A minor? Why is that so huge? Because it lets us know that UMG is also sending a message that Drake's career is done. Finito, finish. Don't believe me? We have on video Dr. Dre high-fiving Elliot Grange and his son over publicly nailing Drake to the cross. Don't believe me? Take a look at this right here. Right here. There they are. Yeah, there's Drake. Yeah, we did it, Joe. We did it. Everybody is on top of the world from Kendrick, actually, okay? From Kendrick actually winning this whole thing. And you guys, look at what he did. Listen, I don't want to live in a world. If I was Drake, I would never come out the house. You had Taylor Swift doing the stanky leg discombobulated, but doing it to Not Like Us. Beyonce, a woman that actually knows Drake, that worked with him in real life, was sitting there jamming with Blue Ivy, even though, to be fair, most of Kendrick's hit, most of her, well, not most, but a lot of her hits were actually from Kendrick. And listen, again, we can't stress enough, it wasn't just the crowd. It wasn't just the crowd. This was a message from UMG, a love letter sealed with a kiss, right? From UMG to Drake, letting him know that no matter what happens with that lawsuit and they're confident will get dismissed, you are finished in this industry. You have no friends, only foes. They do not fear you, but worse, instead, they do not respect you. You better keep yourself in Australia or keep yourself in Canada. And judging like what's going on with the whole trade thing, I don't know. Is Drake going to have to start paying 25% taxes to perform in the US? Let's get into how the internet responded because you guys, you cannot make this up. Okay, first of all, the high five that was seen around the world. Just mwah, chef's kiss, right? But look at this right here. They said that high five is going to be the opening scene of a documentary. What if I told you the entire industry came together to stop one man? Again, it seems like something out of the Avengers, okay? But it's not over. It gets worse. Don't worry, y'all. It gets worse.
Gotta ask, what
Drake's dad. This is the funniest part to me. Drake's dad was asked, what do you think about the whole Kendrick situation? Why don't you tell us, this, that, and a third? Drake's dad gave the most and we ridiculous response. Listen to this mess. Hold on. Even Drake's dad has abandoned him. He said, my name is Bennett and I'm not in it.
do you think about Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us, getting Record of the Year?
I don't care nothing about that shit.
No.
That ain't got nothing to do with me. All the best to him, man.
Okay, cool.
I don't do that bullshit.
I feel you, man. I feel you.
Excuse me. You don't care nothing about that stuff. You don't do that BS. Drake, did your pappy just call you a weak A? Did your daddy just said you ain't made for them streets and put your hands down? Did your dad just said, I don't do that bullshit. I stand on business. Did your dad just let you know that you are not like us? Y'all, let's get back into this because you cannot make this up.
Like Us getting Record.
So Dennis already abandoned Drake and said, I don't do that BS. Look at this mess, right? Drake said that song wasn't as popular as the label made it seem. People are clapping with tears in their eyes. Everybody is screaming out A minor. Look at this man right here. He has been moved to tears. Look at this. Taylor Swift was doing the stanky leg. You know, Kendrick, he always dropping jewelry or thinking his chain about to get snatched. Something makes me think that before he got into music, he might have been the chain snatcher. I'm just saying, he worried too much about his chains getting snatched. Even in that, look at this. Look at this. The whole crowd is screaming A minor. The Grammys orchestrated that. There go Beyonce. Mm, mm, Even though word on the street is she ain't gonna be laughing after Wednesday because anyway, right? Look at this. Look at this mess that is actually going on. Why do I say this? Well, for a couple of reasons that actually need to be pointed out. One, okay, Drake is just lost. Drake is just losing. Drake really has literally no point at all. Let's get into these tweets because I think these are the funniest things. Hold on, let me find these. I saved them for your viewing, for your viewing pleasure. Hold on, y'all. Let's get to this. Yeah, again, oof, this is so bad for Drake in every single way, shape, or form. You know, at the end of the day, it's just a wrap. There were a lot of funny tweets. I'm going to read some of them for you, okay? Because I can't believe how the internet was actually going in on Drake, okay? Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis, on Twitter said, laughing my butt off. See, I told y'all, Taylor is literally a ride or die Kendrick fan. I need to know what her favorite song off of Section 80 is. Again, there is a beautiful image of Taylor Swift toasting the king that is Kendrick Lamar. On top of that, Alex Tortine said, if a song dissing me won Song of the Year and had the crowd screaming, I'm a PDF file. Meanwhile, Taylor Swift is doing a jig. Y'all would see me on the news myself with a bang bang, respectfully. They went on to say, if you're girls on film said, if you're having a bad day, I promise you Drake is somewhere having the worst time of his life. Ungodly West said, the entire Grammy crowd singing A minor, Drake just strapped on an explosive to his chest. They went on to say, Drake's production company produced the second most successful show on HBO. And guess what? HBO Max was on Twitter dissing him for clout. You can't make this up. They said someone is handing Kendrick a Grammy right now. Zito said, I've never seen a rapper humiliated thoroughly like this. His former friends, his peers, his label, YouTube creators, and award institutions. Even John Lennon's sons got on stage and said, don't get in a rap battle with Kendrick Lamar. All were laughing at him. All because he asked one short man, 5'5", for a feature on the song. They also said, I just want to point out that Kendrick accepted Record of the Year in a Canadian tuxedo. If you don't know what a Canadian tuxedo is, it's denim on the top and bottom. Listen, Drake got bodied. His career is over. But I think the biggest, most alarming thing is that at the end of the day, UMG has sent a signal. Because I don't believe all those people, everybody was on that type of time unless they got explicit marching orders to humiliate Drake and let him know that he will never be welcome or even respected in those rooms again. Again, at the end of the day, there's a lot of theories on what happened between Lucien Grange and Drake. Something happened, and now he is paying the price. But at the end of the day, I will say this with the 5 Grammys. Drake's probably going to say they were paid for, they were bought, this and that. Drake, it was a certified bop, and you were the one that begged for it. Drop. We should start telling Drake to drop. Drake, drop some new music. So we forget about what a loser you're acting like. Anyway, you guys, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.